Hey guys, today I'm talking about Black Ink Crew Chicago Season 3 Episode 7. This was a good episode. This was a really good episode because of the topics that they talked about. I don't have notes. Y'all know when I talk about Black Ink Crew, everything is just my opinion, so I don't want nobody getting mad. But I just like to jot things down and talk about that. If you want full reviews, check out Body Blue, Ashley Miller, Mike B, the YouTube fam, usual. So go check them out. Check out Take a Tour TV too. I love their channel. So go check them out. But anyway, let's talk about Van and Jen because their thing really wasn't that much. They did talk about them at the beginning of the episode where everybody was talking about what went down or whatever, but they met up to basically break up. They met up because he doesn't want to get married, she wants to get married, and she like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? She said that that was her friend. That was her friend, and she wasn't sleeping with him. If she was sleeping with him, then Van would know it. I said, yeah, because she do seem like that type of petty person to tell him. I'm just saying, but I was just like, girl, stop that one. But I was just like, oh my God. So yeah, they just basically met up to break up. That boy, I know it gotta be cold in Chicago because the way Van was looking with that dang on scarf on his head, I was like, oh, that just is not a good look. But hey, I understand it's cold out there. What else happened? Don and Ashley whole situation. Let me talk about Don Pearson. He got his little Pearson certificate. He came in there, he was excited or whatever. Charmaine, don't ever do that blonde. That ain't for you. I'm just gonna tell you like that. That just wasn't for you. But he excited. He got his little Pearson certificate so he could start making more money at 9mag or whatever. So Sydney Star comes in, and I love me some Sydney Star. I've been following her on Twitter and Instagram for a long time. So, I like her. She's a transgender or whatever. If you don't know who Sydney Star is, she's a transgender woman and funny. She does a lot of like celebrity hosting. She was she became infamous or whatever by the whole Chingy little drama. But yeah, she's taking pictures with a lot of celebrities. She's been around a lot of celebrities, but she's gonna be Don's first client. I said, "Oh, you girl, you putting a lot of trust in Don's hand to be on TV." I'm just saying, but So maybe Don, no, because he was acting like this was new to him when they went to the place. Because I was like, maybe Don knew how to do it, but he had to go get certified. I don't know, because I can't just. And not the first time. But so anyway, they asked her what was she getting pierced, and she was like, I'm getting my penis pierced. I fell out because I saw Don's face and I just fell out. He did handle it very well. I'm just saying, he did. But she was like, I'm just playing, I'm getting my navel pierced. So he was like, whew, shit. And I was like, I would have loved to see it. I'm just saying, I promise I would have loved to see it. I would have just been, I'm just, maybe I need to Google it. Maybe it's on something I could know. But I want to see a transgender dude. I don't want to see a regular dude. No, I don't want to see that. But anyway, so he did her belly button. Yeah, he just wasn't nothing spectacular. He pierced her belly button. But then they go to another scene with Don and Ashley, and I was so disgusted. It was like watching Mama D and Ernest. Like, that's how I felt watching this. Like, I don't want to see this. I don't care. Just some things we don't need to see on TV, and that's that was it. I'm sorry. I think Ashley is doing too much. I understand she had an agenda to keep having sex with him, and she been wanting to do it all the time, all the time. I got the agenda that she was going for. I just felt like it just didn't need to be played on TV. You guys are in a new marriage. Why would you want to be pranced around like that as a new wife? And I understand that's with your husband, but that should be between you and your husband in the bedroom. I just was like so uncomfortable and wishing it'd hurry up and just go off. I'm just saying. But hell, she got what she wanted. I seen the clips from the next episode. I've been heard about it. She got what she wanted. So, moving on from them, Lily needs a place to stay. Her cousins, and she was staying with her family. It wasn't working out because she was coming home late and drunk, and they have kids, and she can't be coming home loud and doing all the stuff that she do. And we know how Lily can get. So she needs a place to stay. Flora was like, well, your man up here, good thing you got your man. Junior was like, pump them brakes. Nope, not gonna happen. Slow them roads. I fell out. I said, well, at least we know where he's staying. So then Cobra offers her place. I got 2 bedrooms, you know what I'm saying? Cobra must be making a lot of damn money because she got some extra bedrooms. I heard Chicago ain't cheap. I'm just saying. And then the way we saw the apartment, I was like, she got a nice view, girl. I'm just saying. So she moves in with Cobra, and then we finds out a little bit more about her or whatever, and we find out she used to date a girl. Her mama walked in on her, yada yada yada. Cobra was so intrigued. Cobra did say that she had got out of a bad relationship or whatever, and she was like it was going down like a down spiral. I said maybe he stole the glasses. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But maybe a little thief, because he broke them real quick. And if they were supposed to be your girlfriends, you sure broke them. Anyway, so they were talking about, like, basically they passed or whatever. Then she was talking about how she painted naked pictures or whatever, and she was saying how she wanted to paint Cobra, and Cobra was like, what? Like, Cobra was like thinking like she was kind of flirting like type shit, and I was like, no girl, she was looking at you like I can show people something. I don't know what, it just didn't seem like, oh, I want to paint you because you got a beautiful body and I just want to show you off. It wasn't like that. So maybe she can't paint her like being naked and making her look like a big goddess. I don't know. They keep fucking showing Khloe Kardashian big ass, so I'm like, hell, might as well. But yeah, it was when she kept on saying, oh, I'm gonna walk around naked and I'm gonna do this. I'm like, you live with her. I understand y'all roommates, but that's her house. Don't you think you should have said, hey, I like to walk around naked. Is it cool with you that I do that? She was talking about how she likes to have sex and she do this, and I'm sitting there like, don't you ask the person of the house what's their rules before you start just telling them what you do and what you... I was just confused. Anyway, moving on from them, a more serious situation. And I love this part with Charmaine and her mom. I loved it. Every time they show Charmaine and her mom, I loved it. So her mama's been staying at her house, so she ain't been getting no sex. No, her man gone. She can't play with her toys. Yada yada yada. So, her and her mom was talking, and you know, her because you remember her mom came down here because she lost her job and she came and cheer her up and stuff. But then they started talking about her mom's health, and she was asking her mom how was she doing. So her mom was just blatantly nonchalant with, oh, I just have stage 4 renal failure, and you know, all of the drugs, I guess the medicine she has been taking, it kind of affected her kidneys. And I just was like, oh my God, you know, of all the things that we take and we consume in our bodies, and then we get so older, it can just hit us, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, wow. Um, but I was loving how she was just talking about what the doctor was telling her. And I was loving her approach, but I still felt my heart was breaking for Charmaine. I was just like, oh my God, I just couldn't fathom. Even though me and my mom is not as close as Charmaine and her mom is, I just couldn't fathom my mom telling me that she had renal failure or anything like that, and the doctor, it's nothing they can do. And I just was like, wow. But I was glad that they were bringing awareness, you know what I'm saying? But I felt bad for her mom. I felt bad for her. But I did say, I'm glad that she's strong and she's in good spirits. A lot of people be like, oh, they tell me like, oh, you take, I took my surgery well. I stayed positive and stuff like that. But to see Charmaine mother going through something way more serious and still having high spirits, I just was like, oh my gosh, she just gives me more inspiration and more hope to keep going and staying positive in my life. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I love this part with Charmaine's mom. Yeah, so her mom just had all this stuff she wants to get off her bucket list. She was like, I want to do this, I want to do that. So I was like, okay, I'm with that, right? So they go to this little swinging on a little thing. Charmaine's scared of heights, but she figured like, okay, this is what my mom want to do. Let me, spend as much time with my mom as I can, and let us do what we can do with a bond. And so Charmaine went first. Charmaine was scared, but she went first. Her mama got up there and was like, nope, can't do it. I don't think so. I won't be able to do it. I fell out. I was like, ooh, see, this is why I don't play with people like that. I always be like, you go first or we go together. But you ain't gonna punk me to go first. Nope, mama and all. Nope, not gonna happen. But it was funny. It was cute. Then since she didn't do that, she had to go get a tattoo with Charmaine. So Four ended up doing them some beautiful butterfly tattoos because their grandmother, her mom, loved butterflies. So every time they see butterflies, it reminds them of the grandmother. So they got some big tattoos on their arm. I didn't think the mother tattoo was going to be as big as it was. But it was cute. They had a very, very good bonding moment, and I thought it was amazing. That's what I want to see on this type of show. Not all that ratchet want to fight all the time. It just get nerve-wracking after a while. Then we had Ryan having this, he got everybody there. They're making these packages for the less fortunate or whatever for this organization. And Ryan and this other organization came together for the less fortunate. Made like 500, I think, sandwiches or whatever. And I thought that was amazing. You know me, I'm all about supporting. I'm all about giving back to the community. I'm all about, kids, making sure they have. So to see that, it was amazing. And to feed 500, that is awesome. So everybody there working, Nikki, everybody's there, all the crew's girlfriends, whatever. So then after everything, everybody ready to turn up, chill, Janelle walks. No, before before they was doing his lunches, Four and Don went to Janelle's house. His cousin, remember the cousin from the club? I heard it's his cousin, so I hope I ain't spoiling from nobody, but the way this was set up was so wrong. Four and Don go to her house because her mother was supposed to come and fill some holes for him because he had a talk with, when he was having a talk with Charmaine and her mom was giving her advice on keep going and don't worry about what nobody say and stuff like that. So I thought that was really good. And for Four to hear that, he was like, forget what everybody talking about, the naysayers of me meeting Janelle. I'm going to go meet her mom, and get some understanding of why my father wasn't in my life, why he did what he did. Would I be a better man if he was in my life? So he go to Janelle's house with Don, and they waiting on the mother, and the mother not there. When he asked her, was she coming? She was like, And I knew right there she wasn't coming. Then she was like, well, she said she is going to be here. I talked to her. She said she was going to be here. Then she was like, let me call her. It went to voicemail. Then the mama texted and said, I ain't going to be able to do it. I said, yeah, she ain't going to be able to go along with your lies. She don't want to be on TV. What is it? Because I thought it was played out so wrong. Even if that is his cousin, that was played out so out of line, so wrong. And for once, I was understanding where Nikki was coming from. So fast forward back to the shop. She walks into the shop or whatever. Ford's in the back with Ryan, I think it was. And she was like, you know, I'm here to see Ford. Nikki looking at her like, I want to jump over this table and just drag you immediately for what y'all did to my man. He told me what happened. So she feels some type of way about this girl. So she just walks back there like, I don't have time to talk to them. She go back to the back to go talk to Ford. And Ford is like, why are you here? Like, what y'all did, what you and your mama did was wrong. I don't got nothing to say to you. You need to leave. And she was just sitting there stuck on stupid, like not understanding what she did, what her mama did. She didn't even try to apologize for what was going on. She was just like it was nothing. And I was just looking at her like, is she special? You know, that's the only thing I can understand, because she always smiling and shit. I'm like, is she special? She gotta be. So he tells her to leave. She's walking in the hallway, I think it was, and Nikki is walking up like, no, Nikki walks up in there and be like, let me talk to you for a minute. So they walks to the hallway. Nikki like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, she asked her what she did. You ain't got no proof that you his cousin, but you keep coming around like you some kind of groupie, but you know what I'm saying? So she just confronting her, and the girl is just like, I don't have nothing to prove to you. They both arguing back and forth. Nikki like, you do have something to prove to me. She was like, you just a girlfriend. And I'm like, oh my God, y'all know that's a trigger for girlfriends. I don't know. So she was just like, you know, you do got something to prove to me, because that's my man. And so they arguing or whatever. They kind of break them up from arguing, because I think it was Don Porter. I was like, you just need to leave. You just need to go. Janelle, you just need to leave. Ford leaves. Ford walks out like, I don't have time for this. But he didn't understand why Nikki was confronting this girl. He was like, I told her to leave. She's about to leave. Just let it be. But you know, Nikki need airtime. You know, Nikki liked the camera, so she liked to show people that she's tough and loud. And it was just a better way to handle that, especially when your man left. And I'm just like, you more embarrassing your man than you trying to turn up and fight this girl. So the girl walks out with Don. Nikki walks out after her. Nikki walks up. She like, what? Nikki confronts her, put her hands all in the girl's face. The girl like, get your hands on my face. They argue. Next thing you know, I don't know who hit who first, who pushed who. I don't care. They tussling. Her wig came off. Janelle wig came off. I was like, good, because I was tired of looking at it. It was so horrible. I was just like, yes. Girl, just wear the wig cap. It looked much better. But once they did that, then the girl started turning up. She got away from that producer, security, whatever he was, real quick. She pushed him like, wait, it just got real. Turn of time. Y'all didn't tell me we was gonna fight. Hold on, I did my part of the script. I was just like, oh. But when Nikki was telling Ford, get back here, I said, yeah, you could tell her and Ashley is the men in their relationships. I promise they are. Because the way Ashley was talking to Don in that bed, I was just like, oh, she scared me. Like, how is he getting turned on by this? Like, ew. But anyway, y'all tell me what y'all thought about Black Ink Crew Chicago. And it was a mess. But I did it tonight. I did it on the night it came up. Oh, I'm doing better. Yeah, and let's keep praying for all the people that's affected by the hurricane, and we got to keep them in our prayers. They spirits is probably higher than mine, because mine's been over here like, whoo, I'm devastated. But they spirits been like, oh, we gonna build, we gonna survive, we gonna do this, and I was like, whoo, I like that spirit. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Follow me on all social media sites by The Ghetto View, and I'll talk to you. Peace.